Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to provide you a ton of value on how I deal with losses while trading, swing trading, day trading, whatever it is, just losses in general. This has been a very well requested video, so I promise if you stick to the end, you're gonna walk away with something. And if you do enjoy it, all I ask is you drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So there are two types of losing trading days that I'm going to discuss in this video. One is okay, the other is not okay. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've been victim to both these losing trading days, but only one is acceptable if you want to become a successful trader long term. So the first type of losing trading day is losing a trade that isn't to your plan or edge. These are the worst trading days that hold us back from achieving our goals. And yes, we have all been through them. I know if you're watching this video right now, this one probably hit home. The amount of trades we've taken that weren't to our plan that held us back from getting to that next level. I can't stress how important they are. We have to eliminate them because every single time we take a trade that isn't to our plan, it's only stopping us from getting to that next level. And it's easy to go through a vicious cycle where you're just taking trades based on emotion, off of emotion, off of emotion. And when you're not trading your plan, you're not trading a probability model, you could go out there and just continue to lose because you have no edge, you have no model saying, okay, after a couple losses, I'm most likely gonna win this one, or after a couple wins, I'm most likely gonna have a loss here. You know, you need that probability model. And if you're taking trades that aren't according to your plan, you're just simply not gonna have that. This one's gonna hit home for a lot of you. Maybe you've been patient all week and there hasn't been a setup, and then it's Thursday or Friday towards the end of the week, and you're like, you got major FOMO because maybe you're checking social media, maybe you're in a Discord community as well, and you see other people doing well, or maybe you just have major FOMO because you haven't had that trading itch scratched yet. And then you go and take a trade that isn't to your plan at the very end of the week and you lose it. It is the worst feeling because when you take that trade that isn't to your plan, I know you watching this right now because it's hitting home for me right now, you know immediately I screwed up. Like the second you take that trade, the second you hit market execute, or the fact you've been tagged into that trade, it's like you immediately feel the guilt of being in that trade because you know it's just not going to work out. You know the trading gods are just going to make it not work out. And honestly, that's a good thing, because if a trade works out that isn't to our plan, that's actually way worse, because then you think you can just go and do that and do that and do that, and then you fall into this loop. So when we take trades that aren't to our plan and we lose, we have to be grateful for those because they're not meant to work out, because we're building bad habits by doing so. Now, if that did relate to you, please drop a like on this video. Let's get this thing buzzing. And the truth is, we've all been there. We literally have all been there. If you're sitting here watching this video and saying you haven't been there, you're lying to us, you're lying to yourself. But I just can't stress it enough how important it is for you to drop that. It's so important for you to drop those losing trading days, because those are losing trading days that we can prevent. You know, those are the ones that we can move on without and will only benefit and grow as traders, as individuals. Now, moving on to the second and final type of losing trading day. Losing a trade or having a losing trading day where you fully stuck to your plan or edge. These are completely okay, and these are necessary in order for you to be a successful trader. You see so many people on social media maybe not cover losses, or maybe they act like they never lose. I'm here to tell you that we all lose. It's a necessary part of trading. The trick is you either lose less or you have a higher risk to reward where you can lose more, but the risk to reward helps you have your edge, right? Losses are completely part of it. And I like to relate it to like sports, right? How many times do you see like basketball, NBA games or football games or whatever you're watching go scoreless all the time? No, there's always going to be goals, and teams that win can still win by having goals against, right? All that matters is you have more than the other team, right? So what I'm kind of getting at here is you have to embrace the losses. You have to embrace them and just think of them as like goals against in sports. They're going to happen. And you can't be a consistent trader without having losing trading days, losing trading weeks, losing trading months. That's just the reality of it. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, but we have to embrace it because it's completely part of the game. And without them, we're just simply lying or we're not successful. These are trading days that we can't hold our head over, because when you're sticking to your plan, you're doing everything you can do according to your edge to succeed in the market, right? I don't stress or get sad or get upset when I have a losing trading day. That is to my trading plan, because I did everything that I can do to assure I had a successful day. We have to remember that the trades we're taking are based on a consistent edge in the market that you got from back testing, forward testing, whatever it is. You know your edge is consistent. And if you don't, you need to go find that out. So go use FX Replay. I have a 15% off discount code here, or just go look at the charts. But anyway, You have to develop an edge. This is very, very important. So I'm talking to the people here that have an edge. If you don't, go find an edge, go find something that works. I have talked about this in later videos. We have to remember that our trading strategy is profitable over a series of trades. Random outcomes, right? So we have no control over what trade is gonna be a winner, what trade is gonna be a loser. We can only control taking trades to our setup. This is why I kind of fly through each trading week with no real emotion or anything, because I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, this is my job. I take trades according to my plan. If they win, that's great. If they lose, that's great. It is what it is. But there's no emotion because I'm doing everything I can to become better, and I'm just doing my job at the end of the day. But if we have no control over the outcome, so like I said previously, they're random outcomes. So you could take a trade, you have no idea what one's gonna win. You have no idea what one's gonna lose. So what's the point in stressing over something you have no control over? The stress should come from when you're in that stage where you're taking trades that aren't to your plan. And you have a plan, but you're not taking trades according to it. Or maybe you took 4 trades according to plan and then at the end of the week you slipped up. I'm here to tell you that when you first get a trading plan and you first find your edge, that feeling is gonna happen. And you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna take trades that aren't to your plan, even though you have one. With trading, you're gonna start and you're gonna mess up a lot. And then as the years go on, you mess up less and less and less. And then eventually you're just systematic in the way that you move. You have your system, you know what you're doing. You have your years in the market, so you have your experience. You're able to just have that trader intuition that I like to say, where you know when something's good versus when it's not. And it's just a way easier way to trade when you're sticking to your plan. But that will come with time. So if you're watching this video and maybe you have a plan and you're doing well 70% of the time, that's okay, because there was a time where you're doing well 20% of the time, and then you're gonna get to 80, 90, and then you're gonna be at 99. We're never gonna be 100% of the time. There's always gonna be something that we could have done better. And believe me, I used to get so upset over losing trading days, especially when I went full-time trading a couple years ago. When I would have a losing trading day in the morning, I would be pretty, not hurt, but I'd be pretty wrecked the rest of the day, because trading is what I love to do. And especially when I was day trading at the time, that 4-hour window was like my favorite part of the day. So when I would lose in the morning, that whole rest of the day, I would just be thinking about that loss. And that's not the case anymore. You get over it and you have other hobbies, like I've talked about in previous videos, how important it is to have other things that you do other than trade, whether it be business, whether it be other goals or hobbies. It's so important because it can take your mind off of those losing days very, very easily. If you don't have that, it's very easy to sit on a losing trade, especially a losing trade that you shouldn't have taken. Those are the worst, and those can sit in your gut for the whole rest of the day. Ever since I dropped that way of thinking, this trade has to be a win, or holding on to the wins or the losses, my trading has gotten a lot better, because now I think about it in terms of probabilities. I know everything is random, so there's no point stressing, there's no point getting mad over it, you know? All I can do at the end of the day is trade my plan. That's the only thing I have control over. That's the only thing we have control over. And start to adopt that mindset. Start to adopt the thinking that each trade is random, each outcome is random. And don't get too high on the highs and don't get too low on the lows. Try and stay as neutral as possible. And this is gonna come with time. I get asked all the time how I deal with losing trading days, and it's a simple answer. I move on. Whether I win, whether I lose, I simply move on, because tomorrow is a brand new day filled with brand new opportunities. If you're holding on to the loss from the day before or the week before, it's gonna hurt you when it comes to your decision making for that next day. You know, for example, I took a loss on that AUD CAD trade that you guys saw in my last YouTube video. And I could have easily held my head, you know, I could have been like, oh, I lost, where? No, I didn't care. I checked the charts, saw another opportunity, set my pending, and absolutely sniped AUD JPY, guys. So just don't, get over it. It's so easy to just hold your head, but get over it and realize this is our job. We show up every single day, we do what we do, and we get paid for it. You essentially get paid to wait with trading, right? So wait for the highest quality setups to our plan, and you're gonna be good. Remember, the #1 losing trade day that I talked about earlier today, we have to get over. You cannot take trades that aren't to your plan. And if you are at the beginning, that's okay, but just really hold yourself accountable and realize each time you do that, it's taking you away from your goals and dreams. The only acceptable losing trading day is when we stick to our plan and we stick to our edge. What do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. If you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new. We're on our way to 50K. We're almost there. The goal is 50K by the end of the month. It's the 20th as I'm filming this, so we'll see if we can do it. That'd be crazy. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing trading week, and I appreciate each and every single one of you.